To be honest, that I was also thinking maybe a solid finish. Like I can see if we try really hard and if we get back to being the Chelsea we were with this squad, we should at least get into top three. That is what I feel. But there is a lot of ifs and buts in that thing. The first and very strong if and but is that the squad which we have, the team which we are trying to find, they gel up together and then they stay fit for the whole season, which is a really really tough job being Chelsea.
Being
being a
a
Chelsea
Chelsea.
player. क्योंकि पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है यार मतलब what is the problem? I don't know. तीन चार गेम खेलोगे and then you go out for few months बढ़िया मस्त लीव पे things just don't turn they don't work out for these guys. So I wish that they stay fit and yeah ऐसा ही है. So okay, let's kickstart this the conversation that we have planned for the episode one, which is what are we feeling, and the question is basically the theme is basically that like as fans, it's been such a roller coaster, man. Ki we're used to winning trophies, and then we went on runs where we didn't even win a game, and our players are not fit. We're not fielding best 11. Nobody is scared of us. I mean, I don't know. I remember times ki Chelsea के against match है तो teams की fans की they were literally scared कि anything can happen. We were solid contenders, we were there to win, and then this happened. So I want to know that what do you feel, Devayush? um, what are your takeaways from the last season? Where did it go wrong? Yeah.
I think the first reason is the Super Tommy Tuchel was sacked. I think that was something. I don't know that this was required, or but that is a past. But after that, I think the main reason that we were lagging behind was injuries. Reese and Chilwell, they were the best LBs that we like back we have, and after that, after they went on, like they were off, it was like I don't know, there was something else that was going on and on. There was no gel up, there was no unity between the team, there was no real leaders in the team. And as I mentioned, I saw one of the game where like Enzo was having a fight with all the Manchester United people, and there was no other guy who was going and fight like, okay, we should go. And I remember there was a time when like Terry Lamps,
Right.
Drogba, Essien, Kalu, they were like, if someone will kick out someone else, like they are gone. It will be something else. So I don't know that. I think the unity, the team size, it went on and on and on. You can buy like whole lot of big players, but if they don't want to play for the badge, they cannot.
That's right. I mean, playing for the
So
badge is something that you know uh, I don't know. I mean, मुझे लगा था कि that thing is basic. I mean, if you sign,
last season it was lacking. To be honest, I like I used
Oi,
to
as a
watch. Okay.
football supporter, we've been watching football for so long. We've been watching Chelsea for so long. I really, it's so hard to remember. Apart from this particular time or period, it's so hard to remember ki if we had players who don't want to die for this club. I
Hmm.
can't remember such players honestly, and if there were any, we probably did send them out on loans or we probably sold them by the time, but there was always at least 15, 16 players who were ready to die on the pitch for this club, for this badge. And there's just so much lack of passion. There was at least so much lack of passion in the previous team, and it was shocking, to be honest, that we over the time we had accumulated such players who don't want to play for it. Frank
Hmm.
Lampard also gave an interview and a really elaborate interview recently that he talked about the same things, that if you don't want to play, if they don't want to do something on their own, then you can't really make them do it. How much ever you want to motivate them, how much whatever kind of coaching you give them, you can't make them win the games. It is something that the player has to do it themselves. So, yeah, I
Correct.
agree with that takeaway there, that there was really lack of the passion for the club, and this kind of feeling that you have to have as a footballer. I think it motivates you to win any game. I think we're better off with some of the players that we have offloaded. So yes, I'd like to come to you and ask, what was your takeaway apart from these things? Did you notice something else, or would you like to add something to these points?
I think to me, the root cause of the poor performance in the last season was primarily the bloated squad. When you have a bloated squad, what happens is the manager obviously has to select 15, 16 players in every match, 11 who will play start and 5, 6 will be on the bench. uh, which obviously means when you have a 30, 35, 40 player squad, many superstars will have to said that you're not coming to the ground. Now that eventually leads to ये वाली फीलिंग कि भाई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ ईगो आ जाता है, बहुत कुछ आ जाता है। एंड जो इंटरव्यू का आप लैम्पार्ड के बात कर रहे हो उसमें उन्होंने काफी मतलब इलेबोरेटली बताया भी था कि it was very difficult for him to say no to players that you have to sit outside. It was, he literally called it out that it was the toughest part of his job. So I think बहुत अच्छा काम now हमने किया है कि हमने 11 और 12 जो भी अभी तक प्लेयर्स को जाने दिया है. एंड just adding to the point of passion ना होना क्लब के लिए, तो some of the Cobham graduates like Mason Mount, उनका आ रहा था कि he wants to leave Chelsea. तो मतलब ऐसे समय जब क्लब अच्छा सीजन नहीं हुआ, यही तो टाइम है जब आप अपना you give back to your alma mater. ऐसे समय आप मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड जाने की बात, खैर प्लस उन्होंने मतलब अच्छा फेयरवेल भी नहीं हुआ उनका, जिस तरह से चेल्सी बाकी लोगों को फेयरवेल दे रही थी, एसपी को और काफी मतलब कांटे को उस तरह का फेयरवेल भी नहीं दिया
And
गया.
farewell की बात अगर करें तो I don't think Mason Mount deserved an Aspilicueta level is farewell. It is
Absolutely.
justified, to be honest, and not just because of what happened. It overall, Aspilicueta is a legend, and he he's something that you know it's really hard to find these kind of people. So and Kante ke jaisa, I don't know, man. Kante, whenever he was fit, he gave his 100%. So
Absolutely.
that also matters. Like someone's a winner, born winner, always working hard, and stuff like that. So yeah, of course, it makes sense why Chelsea didn't do it like that. But it also makes sense in the other way. जिस तरह की हरकतें थी भाई साहब की. So yeah, uh, but well, yeah, gone for good. I think really nice price, and selling Mason Mount and selling Kai Havertz, I think really good deals we got out of them. We needed these kind of deals, and we needed. I got. I honestly felt that throughout the season, I felt that for Mount, that he wasn't giving his efforts.
I think Chilwell is a great find. He is someone who is a leader. He doesn't need an armband. So I think Chilwell, Reese, Enzo. Enzo is a leader. I think if Reese is
I
not
think it's
there,
very underrated, but Kepa is a great leader.
huh. But if
Yeah,
if
yeah, he
Reese is
kind
not
of.
here, I will definitely go for Enzo to wear an armband.
बट केपा पे मतलब आपको नहीं लगता कि केपा के लिए एक मतलब कंपटीशन हमको चाहिए, मतलब एटलीस्ट एक और गोलकीपर होना चाहिए?
Definitely. We need, so yeah, we need definitely we need a signing. And by signings, I think we just Fabrizio announced that we and we have an agreement in place with Leslie Ugochukwu and from Reims, Stade de Reims in France. So he's a defensive midfielder and he's a backup for that matter. Defensive midfielder. I think he will be used as a backup. We already have Carney, so
Hmm.
let's see. We
सैंटोस,
still need someone.
सैंटोस कैसेडे, आई डोंट नो मतलब.
Yeah, Cassidy is more like creator. So let's talk about the signings so far, which is the second focus of the day. Who have we signed? What are you feeling about them? How do you like the team right now? We are playing in the preseason. We've been doing fine, and Pochettino is getting a hold of the team. There's some passion on the sidelines too. Uh, yeah, so let's see. First of all, let's talk about the golden boy from the Euro under 20s, or youth, Cesare Casadei. What do you think about him,
I
Devayush?
think he's a great find. He is similar to Loftus Cheek, to be honest. But yeah, but he is someone like he's a baller. We have seen him in the preseason. He's assisting. He's doing all those things that we expect um, our other big players, big signings should do. I think in I think one loan will be enough for him, and he'll be ready to just go on and on. There
Right.
is no going back. He is exceptional.
Well, in my opinion, I think Cassidy can stay with the squad. And why do we need to give him out on loan? Probably some mid-table club will assign him in some other league, and we ourselves finish mid-table. So I think we're eligible. And jokes aside, I mean, देखो अपने पास we don't have so much quality depth right now, so I think we should keep him and use him as the creative guy that he is.
Hmm.
So that's my
Yeah, we can do that,
take.
but
I think
the
Abhi,
thing is, there should be someone who can, like, the young players. They need to play. If he'll play 4 to 5 games, which I feel like he'll play that much only, so then it's like 4 to 5 games with 90 minutes. So then it doesn't make sense to keep him. Like we are going to sign Kudus also, but it looks like we are going to sign. And if Cardne is also going on loan, so I think we can send him. It's and to a Premier League club, 1 season or half a season, um, he will be one of the best prospect.
Because
Moj-
see, all my thing is that whatever, like, if we have someone to start with, we don't have his backup, because right now we don't have people to start with. All we have is backup. So which is why I think we need to keep Cassidy with us. And it would kind of it's not that they won't develop. See, they'll be training with the first team. They won't get the regular basis experience, but with the amount of games that English system has in general, we have Premier League games, then we have Carabao games, we have FA Cup games, and thank God, like, you can really thank people that this squad doesn't have European games. I wouldn't, नहीं देख पाते. तो
नहीं,
so
बट मैं
yeah,
एग्री करता हूँ
there is
यहाँ पे
going to be.
मृगांक भाई से कि मतलब इस समय काइसेडो 2 महीने से हम मतलब ला नहीं पा रहे हैं अभी तक, और लाविया का भी अभी आई थिंक लिवरपूल आगे चल रही है, तो एक एक्सपीरियंस्ड प्लेयर जब तक नहीं आता है तब तक, और लोन करना भी है तो चैंपियनशिप में करो, प्रीमियर लीग टीम को करके एक और लिवाई कॉलवेल वाली सिचुएशन मत बना देना कि मतलब
No, see, if he starts, if Cassidy starts like Colwell did, there is no absolutely no problem. Colwell की कोई situation है नहीं. We won't sell is we won't sell. तो
या तो
अब चाहे
हाँ
कोई कितना भी चेस कर ले, it's actually good what happened with Colwell. He got that
Hmm.
top class experience. So if he goes to PL and he starts, I have no problem. But otherwise, I think he should be kept, and he could really help this team out.
I
See
think
how
Colville's
Madsen.
situation, yeah, Colville's situation is created by Brighton only. There is no situation, there is no issue. They have only created all the issues. They are only doing all the scenarios. And I think if we are
Exactly.
not able to get Casedo, then we can try Chaloba. Trevor Chaloba is also like he's playing CB, and he is a midfielder. He used to play in midfield in League One. So I think we can try him, and I feel that after some matches he will be someone who can build on that CDM role.
Right.
He can
I
shoot.
don't
He
know
can
about
score goals.
Yeah, I think Chalupa is good. I personally rate him fine. Like he has been sticking around for a while. Doesn't whine like some others who want to get bumped in money, or they want to uh, climb up the first 11 without
Hmm.
showing quality performances. So he kind of keeps his place. I like him as a player. I like him as a professional. I think he can be used as a CDM, backup
So
CDM.
I think Jackson would surely start, given that we the other option is Broa, who is injured right now, and the way Jackson has performed in the like three preseason games right now, the runs he makes, the calmness he shows in front of the goal, that was something which we were terribly lacking. Be it Howard's,
Agreed,
Felix,
totally agree.
Sterling, I mean, complete mess.
Devayush, what do you think? Like, do we need more someone else at the striker position alongside Jackson right now, or the current combinations are good enough to take this team ahead?
Yeah, I don't think we need number 9 right now. We have Jackson and Broa is there. I'm not sure whether we should go for Kaisodo or not, because if next year definitely he will be worth this much only. He will not be more than that, because
Right.
one bad season or half a bad season will make him go down. And I'm pretty sure if Colville was Brighton player, he would have been costed say 100 million.
So I think that my personal opinion about Caicedo is that first of all he's a nice player, and the only issue that I have is that he's not a 100 million player. And why do I say that is I really believe that whatever the inflation in market is, we overpaid for Enzo as well, and that was because a lot of amount, the money had to be bifurcated to a lot of parties. It was not, it wasn't the amount that one single party took it for themselves. So yeah, I think that Caicedo, uh, the money is going into the single place. I think I read some reports that a little amount is going to be given to someone, but I don't think that Brighton is going to do that. Given that Tony Bloom is such a mastermind with his money stuff, so yeah, he's just playing us for a lot of money, and I don't think he's valued at that much. We could poach literally world class players with just a little more added money. So paying 100 for Caicedo is not worth it. It's not going to solve most of the issues. Plus, he has had only one good season in the best season that Brighton has had so far. So I want to our scouts to watch him a little longer.
We need to think about Pochettino as well. He should also have his final squad ready before the Liverpool game. I think Chelsea is the only team that is playing a big team in the first match day. Remaining all the big teams are playing, smaller clubs. So we need to consider that before the Liverpool game, and given that Liverpool has really done some good signings, especially in the like offensive side of things. So I think Poch should have the side ready
And
before the
हाँ,
Liverpool game.
काइसेडो को छोड़ के अगर और भी कोई ऑप्शन मिलता है, उगाटे एक ऑप्शन था अपने पास, बट देन पीएसजी सेट ले लो सारा पैसा ले लो,
Hmm.
और वो निकल लिया. The
वो
usual
भी ले सकते
PSG.
हैं हम लोग. We can try for Edson Alvarez, which we were looking to sign last year
Yeah,
from
well,
Ajax.
it's like कि ये भूल जाते हैं, मतलब they have a list this year, they look after them. एक सीजन के बाद they are not interested anymore. अब तो वो पुराना हो गया. We want new toy.
Because Edson Alvarez, we were ready to pay 50 million. Now he's worth 30 million. So I think this he we can try him. We can try Chaloba. We can try Lavia. Lavia will be around 50 million with bonuses. So I think we can try him.
So we can even invert Reece James.
Because we have a lot of defenders right now, and Chelsea Academy is some, like in next 2 to 3 years we won't need any signings. Everyone will be there from our academy.
Mm.
Well,
So
पहले भी हमने ऐसा ही सोचा था, and look where we are now. हमें साइन करने ही पड़ रहे हैं. So I don't think that we can rely on that, and particularly because players want to move, players want to play, and we are not ready to give
hmm.
outright chance to unproven.
correct.
और
No,
it
but
kind it kinds of a paradox, कि हम चांस देंगे नहीं तो उन्हें एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा नहीं, और उन्हें एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है इसलिए हम चांस देते नहीं है तो
but ये है कि ये वाले ओनर्स थोड़े अलग हैं, so hope
right.
that they will do
He can
something.
score.
So okay,
Five
okay.
goals.
Talking about signings, let us discuss. Apart from a defensive midfielder, which is absolutely a need right now, and we need someone top class. In the middle of the pitch. Who else, or what other position do we need to sign right now? I'll start with something that has already been said. We need a solid competition for Kepa, but
Hmm.
has to, Kepa should remain number one. But we need a good experienced backup.
So, do you guys think that we should sign David De Gea, given that he's a free agent? But of
I
course,
mean,
his
with the
wages will be high.
wages, no.
Yeah,
No, he will not come because we won't be paying him that much wages.
Yeah.
yeah. Given we are giving so much to Sterling, and like I don't know, like he
Sterling
I
is
mean,
only I
doesn't
think
mean we'll make
Sterling is
again
only.
mistakes.
Yeah, you are
absolutely,
saying
yeah, yeah.
something. Go on. I think
No, I
Sterling is
just
here
said that.
only just because he is an experienced person. That's it. Because Pochettino wants experience.
Yeah.
Once, like in next 1 or 2 year, he will be gone. Like he's only here just for an experience. He doesn't give anything. He's not providing anything. He's not helping the team. He's not. I don't know what exactly he's doing.
But still, I think from the last season, I still remember that game against Nottingham Forest, जहाँ पे he banged in 2 goals and brought us like I thought that we'll win that game, but we conceded
But
2 goals. I think one
uh,
mistake was
but
of Kepa
in
as well.
that match, that was a deflection. That's
One was a
why.
deflection and one was a great goal.
Right.
But I don't know about Sterling. He's something else. I don't know what exactly do we need him because Noni is someone who's playing really good.
मैं इतने टाइम से स्टर्लिंग को देख रहा हूँ फ्रॉम लिवरपूल टू सिटी टू हियर माय आई हैव फ्यू पॉइंट्स अबाउट स्टर्लिंग इन माइंड जो अब चेंज नहीं हो सकते मेरे लिए. फर्स्ट इज दैट he runs really awkwardly. That's just a joke point. Second thing is that he works really hard. He never stops running. He gives good efforts to the team. And third thing is he gets carried by his team, and because of that he has a name. In a team like City, I believe anyone you put anyone up top there or on the wings, if you are able to run to that point or run towards the goal, tap-ins will come to you, and that's what Sterling gained. Sterling had a lot of tap-ins, a lot of cutbacks, to 10 people who were present in the box to finish. So he had a lot of assists that way, and this is how he has his numbers. And we got faked by that kind of data, and not really faked. I was just I never wanted Sterling as a signing. I don't know what sense it made. We didn't benefit from it immediately, neither in the long term. And someone says a Sterling body posture as well. So there you go. These things.
I think that still somehow Poch backs him, and I think at least in the beginning 4 or 5 matches he will start, but he'll be under a lot of pressure. If he doesn't perform, I think he'll be sold for sure. If not in the winter, but like definitely in the next
That's
summer.
about it.
Can
Anything that
Gallagher
you
play
would like to
CDM?
add?
Can Gallagher play
No,
CDM?
no. He is a ball winning kind of midfielder who wants to keep running, and he does actually keep running. He is good at tackling also. He is good with steals. But yeah, he needs quality players beside him. He can't, अकेले मिड में वैसे भी हम किसी एक बंदे को
He
छोड़
need
देंगे और बोलेंगे
he
भाई
needs to start
तेरी
passing
एंड.
the ball. Like he needs to start passing. Matlab, he keeps running with the ball every time. Like I
I
think
think
that
his
will be
instinct it is more of that kind of instinct he has कि one time pass दूंगा गोल हो जाना चाहिए. So
But
he
he
tries
plays
that
for
kind
the
of balls.
badge. He plays for the
Right.
badge.
No, I love him as a player. Just for the records, I love him as a player. I want him to stay.
absolutely.
I want him to become, a blue guy forever. So
He has
yes,
passion for the club, which is very important.
right. So that's a really nice talk, guys, and our hopes for the future, which is of course to keep performing, land in top four, and for Devayush Bhai win the league for all of us also.
Absolutely.
So
That's
yeah,
the ultimate
We
goal.
can absolutely. If in Conte time if we can win at that time, definitely we can do it this time.
there is something that there is only one thing that comes to mind. It's that in the worst of the worst times, in all the shit times, if anyone ever can do it, it is only Chelsea. This
Chelsea.
this is
Yeah.
something that is nobody can take away from us. And, anything can happen. This is football, the beauty of the game. And कोई कितना भी डाउन प्ले कर ले, if the players want, they can win us anything. And on this note, let us wind up today's session. It was absolutely great talking to you all, and thanks for all the people in the comment section to joining in our first stream. And thanks Devayush, thanks Suyesh.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you
Mrigan.
guys
Thank you
again.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hoping that we'll have another session soon. Soon. I think we didn't cover a lot of things. I hope we covered.
Definitely, this is
It was
just an
only
episode one.
1%.
Yeah.
There's always so much we can talk about in football and for Chelsea. So cool. We'll see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Forever Blues.
Sa pagkara, sa rakab, sa barakaray, sa rakap, whatever.